Okay, we're out moving again this morning. I need to put some air in one of the tires before I go to Cambridge. Actually, it's on. It's just, yeah, I just checked the pressure and it's only 30 pounds, so we'll add a little bit here. Oh, yes. Okay, well, this soundboard should be dry. Maybe not dry enough to sand, but it looks very nice. Much of the soundboard is good, but you can see some rough spots. Right, it's hard to see. Right through here, there's a little bit of a rough spot. That'll have to be buffed out before I put another coat on and kind of smoothed out. It's 10 minutes to 8, and we'll be in Homedale by 9 o'clock if I leave here in 10 minutes. I just put some water in the tank up there. It was empty and not running. I'm thinking I'm going to be gone all day, so I better put a little bit of water. So I filled one of the tanks half full. And as I was waiting a few minutes, I took some 600 grit sandpaper. I thought I got the 400 out, but I thought I'll try the 6. This is 600, and it seems to be working really nicely. Just taking the rough bumps off, the dust bumps off. That's all we need to do is buff it a little bit with that, and then we'll spray it again tonight when I get back, or first thing tomorrow morning. It's just after 8 and 37 degrees already this morning. We're getting on the freeway at Eagle. Then we'll be getting off of the freeway out past Caldwell. So instead of going to Caldwell, they want me to turn here, and the maps show that the travel time is the same, but the distance is a lot shorter to go this way. Okay, we're coming down into the Homedale Valley. This is the Snake River Valley. Elevation up on top is probably 2,700. The new growth is starting to turn colors in the orchard trees. That's fun. Okay, we're turning on to 95 South across the Snake River at Homedale. It's 5 minutes to 9. I did check the elevation and it's 2,200 feet. That's 550 feet lower than our house. Here on the right is the little store, irrigation store I've been buying all of my drip irrigation parts from for 20 years. It's changed names a couple of times, but right now it says Orchard Valley Irrigation over there, big blue sign. They have drip irrigation parts. This is a hops field. You see a lot of those out in Yakima, Ellensburg area. Okay, here we are. I'll turn around and back up in here. Okay, I got backed in here to where the tailgate just lays down on the porch.
Tell you the next interesting thing. You know what I paid for it?
What?
$800.
The organ?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a really steep price to pay, actually. But that's because people aren't used to having organs that work, so they pay $100 or $300 or $400, and then they have to pay $700 or $800 to fix them.
Yep. So
it's already rebuilt.
Yes. And hopefully one day I'll learn to play it. I haven't slowed down long enough.
Old pump organ. Like that. That buckle. This just sits there. Okay. So we're gonna move to a different building out here for the other piano.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to the container. I'll have it open. If you just drive,
Okay.
just drive around the back.
Drive.
Hi, Kitty. Okay, so this worked perfect. Look, we just backed in so the tailgate landed on the floor of the storage unit, and then we have this little piano. And what's the name of it? Kohler and Campbell. How long is this?
40 foot.
40 feet long.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
32 feet to that door, and then I had a server room in the back.
Oh, that's so fun. Okay, and then we're going to make room for the piano to sit on the other side here, where we have the two on this side. We'll put this little piano over here. There she goes. That's good. We'll make sure there's a full flat bottom. That looks good. Some pianos only have a little tiny floor, so the piano wants to fall over, forward and backward. Make sure it doesn't. Oh, you know what? Here, we need to turn it around because we're on the other side of the truck. So this family just moved here from Snohomish, Seattle area. How many years ago?
16 for my wife and I.
16 years ago. When they retired, they decided to come to Idaho. Great choice.
Yeah, we love it here. We had 2 seasons in Washington, cold rain and warm rain. And we like the 4 seasons.
Yes, that's nice. Up she goes. Up she goes. Like that. Take that back up a little bit and do it again. Like a 4-man job to do this. Up underneath like that. Okay. Just last year we were in Snohomish and Snoqualmie.
Ah, okay.
Snohomish had a grand piano that came to Boise. Okay, that's good. Then I'll tighten it up and that will hang over the top of that belt like that.
Yeah, we
Like that.
have.
Okay, so goes like that. Straighten it out just a little bit, and then I'll lay down some blankets for the benches. So did you have horses in Snoqualmie?
Snohomish? No. We were basically town kids.
Oh.
I went through the Snohomish school system
Yeah.
as a kid. And I had a friend, my best friend was on a farm in the valley.
Uh-huh.
And I went to work with him because so that he could go to the Friday night school dance, you know, because he was busy. They had milk cows. So I went out there and I was having fun, you know, running machinery and this sort of stuff, doing the farm stuff. And then I was there all the time because I was a town kid and didn't have anything to do. And so his dad says, "Hey, you're here all the time. I want to hire you."
Really?
And
To help in the milking barn?
yeah, help with the milking barn and the scraping down the cow stuff and okay. And I says, no, I don't. I says, if you hire me, then I got to be here when you want me to be here. But if I come when I want to come, then I get to make that choice. I says, and he says, well, what do you mean? You're here all the time anyway. I says, well, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If I'm here during a meal, I get to eat with you guys during the meal because farmers ate good. And so he says, yeah, okay, that was good. And that's the way we did it. And then,
You didn't really get paid or anything?
No.
Just to have fun?
Yeah, it was just to have fun. Just basically to help my friends.
Sounds like I'm going to follow them. They say getting to Cambridge is easy, you just follow the roads, but you know, then finding the right driveway so it'll be easy to follow them. The son is driving a motorcycle and mom and dad are taking their pickup and their trailer. Mileage 159,916. We started at 878 this morning. Okay, it's 40 degrees and 9:38. That didn't take long at all. It's up a slight hill here to the road, and back to Highway 95. I don't know if you can see all the thousands of seagulls. Wow. Wow, that was a lot of seagulls. They've had their cows out on the fields. I see ditch banks burned. They're starting to get ready for spring. I remember in the spring when we took the cows off the hay fields, and then I would go out with the little International tractor and the harrow and scratch all the cow pies down once the cows were moved off the field to get ready for spring growing season. We're back to the Snake River in Homedale, and you'll notice on the right here an airport. There's a runway, a modern runway, and lots of old hangars that people out here can use. A couple of airplanes parked there, one airplane parked there even. Snake River both ways. Yep. Okay, we'll head up toward Wilder and Fruitland. Okay, we're passing through Fruitland and Payette. It isn't too far up the road. You see onions in the gutter? Funny, this is onion country too. There are onion processors everywhere and onion fields, and so in the fall when they lay those onions over to kill the tops, wow, it starts to smell. It smells good. Onion skins all over the parking lots. That's funny. Look how funny this is, that I'm 60 miles from a main city, and the price of diesel is only $4.09 instead of $4.19. We're still about 10 miles from Weiser, but what I was going to show here, it was these big farm produce packing sheds, roofs all caved in 3 or 4 years ago when we had there's some still caved in. Yeah, there was just such a huge amount of snow, and they couldn't keep the snow off fast enough. The 2 weeks when we took our tractor in January, I think it was January 2017, and all I did for 2 weeks was move snow in the neighborhood. We didn't do a thing because you couldn't keep up. It's almost, let's see, today's the 2nd of March, so on the 10th of March, the onion farmers get all their seeds in the ground, so we're coming up on farming season real fast. So we just came over a 3,300 elevation summit. That side is dry and brown, and this side is very white. Looks like we arrived in Midvale. This looks like a one-road town. Down, so we must have said, "Welcome to Cambridge." Here we are. Entering Cambridge, population 317. A few years ago, a lady in Parma fixed up an old mansion-style home here in Cambridge, where she has a bed and breakfast now, and she came and bought a player piano from us, and it's still over here to the left. Let's see. I don't think we're going to drive by it. I think we just passed it. I haven't seen that piano for a couple of years, so I hope she's busy. I hope they're using their bed and breakfast. I don't think she opens it in the winter time. It's mainly a summer tourist thing where people come up here to be in Idaho and go to the Hells Canyon Dam, which is the road we're passing, or the road we're on right now actually. It's the road out to Hells Canyon Dam. You can see my odometer turn over 160,000 miles. Wow, that's a really long mile. It doesn't want to change very fast. There, it changed. The gate is open. We got around the corner okay. It's nice the road is clear. I'm gonna probably have to back in right there, so I'll pull to the left just a touch. Yeah, this is unique. You've got a nice sidewalk going all the way up the hill.
Yeah, the whole house was set up for handicap access.
All right, we'll set this up. The old stool. I moved yesterday. I went to a lady's house that had pump organ books because her husband's died, but he rebuilt 200 of those things.
Wow.
And she had those little stools stacked all over in shelves around her house.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. Let's use this bigger one. Past the crack.
Yeah, it just means it'll have traction for
Down the hill.
I got the brakes.
Put him right there. That'll work. No, let's lift it off, shall we? It's awkward to. Okay. Right there. It's just like a piece of furniture so it doesn't weigh a lot.
This is a Estes 1910 pump organ.
You know that the age somehow. That's neat. That was fun. Those are good people. They just got this place. It's 18 acres. The guy was in his 90s that lived here, and he polished and cut rocks and ran a rock shop. It had a nice garden down in here with a gazebo. And he has an 8-inch water well and a 6-inch water well. And a shop back across the way, another shop up top with a automotive lift in it. And they're set. They really like it, although there's not a lot of soil around. It's not agricultural, really. It's let me think, a lava rock. Yeah, like the entrance here is all made out of the rock. It's got the fancy algae on the rock. It's really pretty rock, but it's all like a lava rock. Open that window. Yeah, isn't that pretty? That's really nice looking rock. All down the entrance. There's a small creek over there that might not have a lot of fish in it, but there's a ton of fish up in the reservoir up to the right. Okay, off we go. This guy put his farm machinery out here with signs on it. It says IHC disc, spike tooth harrow, John Deere dump rake. That's fun. Here's some threshers. Co-op corn picker, JIK thresher, John Deere binder, Wood Brothers, Oliver Red Special, and another John Deere with a big old John Deere's 1960s combine back there. That's fun. Friday, I had moved a piano for a lady that's in the player piano business. I had moved their piano over to the museum, one of the museums in the valley that has cars in it. Well, I didn't know that there was even a museum, and so that was back in October or November, and then they said in whenever it was, January, they said on the 25th of February we're going to have a tour of the museum for a group. Would you like to come? So I grabbed Grandma and off we went, and Jim came with us. Jim Cox came with us, the guy that owns the 9-foot piano in our shop. He came with us over to the museum. And it just, more people need to know that those things are available for learning. And it's just exciting to see some of those old cars from from the early 1900s. They had a 1908 car that looked like it could have either been pulled with a set of horses or run with the motor. That's how old it was. They had some sleighs, had some old fire engines and some tractors and some old motorcycles and guns. A really neat museum. Yeah. The Cambridge House Bed and Breakfast. Well, things look really quiet. I don't see any vehicles, so I think she just does that in the summertime. Price of diesel in Cambridge is only $4.04. That's totally amazing. Huh. That's what it says, $4.04 and $3.64 per gallon for unleaded. That's great. Good for them. It's like these guys that sell army stuff down in there must have sold their helicopter. There's a couple of tanks. Not sure what you'd do with them. Next stop, home. It says Boise's 50 miles. Saturday we're supposed to be coming back this direction with a vertical piano, a little console Yamaha that's being moved from Nampa to Ontario. And then on the way home from Ontario, I'll be picking up a grand piano in Middleton, Caldwell, Middleton, and taking it over to Nampa. So we just arranged that one just now. Wow, it's warm. Should have looked to see what the temperature was, but it's really warm.
It is warm.
It's very warm.
Look what I wore today.
A flannel shirt.
I gotta go.
Have a good one.
You were coming? No, I didn't. Oh, you are.
See you guys. I got you on the schedule for sometime next week.
Sunday, no. Tuesday at 10.
Okay.
Pick up Tuesday at 10, deliver at 11.
I'll check. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I will call you.
Thank you.
Did you get it all figured out?
Oh yeah, Steinway came by and
Gave you some pointers?
yeah.
I wish we all had the expertise to just get it done, but I don't think they make a really good way. Turn that noise off. The first go was 240 grit sandpaper and 1 coat of finish. The second go was yesterday. We used 240 again and another coat of finish. But you can still see there's spots that have absorbed too much finish, like the primer wasn't heavy enough. So now we're at the third coat, and I'm beginning to, instead of using 400 grit, I'm going to use 600 grit. This is actually 600 grit. And it seems to be doing a job, but we're going to just experiment a little bit more to see if I can make these little dust spots go away with 600 grit. Because if so, then I sure don't want to have to come back out of 400 grit with 600 afterwards. 600 will be good for the top of the second coat, or top of the sanding the second coat. We're just blocking it back so it's smooth again, and this may work just fine. That on there. Open the valve on the air compressor. Next thing I'm going to do is I took some wide painter's tape. I'm going to use this foam brush just to kind of hold on to it. And we'll use the tape to pull the dust off of the soundboard like that. And there won't be so many spots in my paint when I finish, because it's just a clear coat. It's just a glossy clear coat, so it's so easy to see the little dust spots. Yeah, there's lots of dust on there. We might even do that again. I'll get a different piece. Okay, I'm gonna feel it with my hand. Feels great. Don't feel any grit anywhere. So I think we're ready to spray. All right. Get an idea what this looks like here. It's really hard to see in the camera. The gloss is showing up very nicely and evenly all the way across the piano. Very nice. Wow, that looks good. Okay, I'm gathered up from the truck and we're gonna go into the office and do a little paperwork. Getting ready to finish up some paperwork for the last few jobs. Some checks. That one. Nor just called and said he wants to come see the tiller. This is the tiller we use now. It's a modern tiller. It's a horse Troy built, and it has the disengage and engage PTO, so you can remove the tiller and put a snowplow on it. I think this tiller works, so I've got to get with him and he can come over and take a look. He runs 5 community gardens, or works with the community garden system in 5 different areas. And they just bought a house, and he actually quit his job to operate the gardens full-time so he can focus better on the garden system. And he has a little pony Troy built, but he could sure use a horse. They actually use a tractor, or pay a tractor to come in and till some of the larger areas, and they bring in piles of compost and spread it out and till it for them, and then he pays for that. Oh, this is chicken broccoli casserole. Right there. Some salad dressing. Okay. Taking it. Will there be room? Might have to save some for tomorrow night. Bake it in the convection oven. Maybe it'll work. Here, I'll grab the plastic tray. Julie. Like that. So it doesn't spit all over the place. Some Parmesan too. That looks really good. Oh, those aren't croutons?
Those are
onions.
Onions. Eat them. Just put them in your, just to crunch like that. I love
Wow,
them.
that's good. Flavor punch. You could just eat those like snacks.
Yeah.
This looks really good.
Turkey, but it was.
The apple crisp was great. We had some with ice cream. And getting ready to head home. Thanks for dinner.
Hey, you're welcome. Glad to help me get rid of
It was delicious.
that casserole.
We're only about 6 minutes away from Grandma's house, so it's a pretty fast trip home. Oh, what happened? Maybe we didn't close the garage door. We just hit the button as we came around the corner and the garage door went down, actually.
Hope everything's still here.
Whoops. We don't know. How do we
We're not
know?
missing anything.